Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Francine, and this is my channel, the Oversoul Archives, where I channel information that comes through from my spirit team, from my higher self to the collective. Whatever messages are meant for me to express in the way that I express it, I'm here to do so. So today, I'm here for another channeled message. I have a lot of things that I decide or plan to do, but it always happens in divine timing. So I've been focusing on celebrities quite a bit. I focus on the deeper topics that are really pressing, I think, for the collective to know. Because there's a lot about a person that we don't see. We don't get to see truly like what's going on the inside as far as their character, their lifestyle and how it's affected them, and what we can learn from them as people that are out there that are very that are almost figureheads in a sense. So there's a lot to learn from celebrities. It's not just the glitz and the glamour. There's definitely those emotional subjects that really knit us together as a collective that I love to do. I love talking about people that are involved or influential in the collective. So there's something about that. Okay, so I'm going to do a collective reading right now for you guys. I'm going to see what your spirit team is meant or wants to talk to you about at this moment in time as you watch this video. So we're going to do an oracle and tarot card reading. We're going to use the Delian Oracle. This is one of my favorite decks, or one of my newer decks as well. We're going to touch base, and I'm going to put down this microphone so that I can channel, and also so that I can shuffle. So I hope you enjoy this reading, and I hope you get a lot out of this. So let's tap in. Okay, so they're saying that I can start now. They said just to split it and then to go with the top one. So first one we have here is 18. Now, typically I like to talk about the message in the book for each of the cards, but I feel like I need to take this intuitively. What's funny is that the first card is this person, a warrior, it seems, that's crouched over and there's a sword above their head. When I think of depictions of a person with a sword over their head, I think of the Four Swords. I think of the person that's resting and they're able to have this repose that they're needing. Three of Swords at their sides, and then there's one above their head, I believe. So I'll put that picture up if I find it or if I have the time to edit the video. But this is a different energy. This isn't someone who feels relaxed or feels like they're ready to let go. This feels like someone who's begrudgingly doing so. So there's something about being a warrior. I feel like this is about my collective feeling like they have this sword that was unexpected that's coming down or raining down on them. This could be like a disappointment with a person. This could be a finality to a relationship or a finality to an event with someone. This could be something that came down that you were not expecting. Some unexpected information might come out in this reading, or there's something about information unexpectedly coming to you and it bringing about this energy. Really dark stormy energies here with this card. What's interesting is at the top I'm seeing it could be Zeus, or it just is this face that's showing up. I don't know if you guys can see that. There's a face there. There's someone like a spirit of the dead that's coming in, that's like seeing this happen. It could be the loss of a loved one, or this could be a person that is trying to resurface in your life that they're trying to address with you, your spirit team. My members got a reading similarly. There was way more to it than that, but there was a part of the reading where we were talking about reconciliation with a person, and a specific person at that, and what to expect. But there's another face here as well. So there's multiple faces that I'm seeing in the shadows. So there's people that are looking at you that you're not aware of. There's also the energy of ghosts resurfacing for you from the past, but it's to address something within you. Number 18 is also known as I almost said the healer card. It's the moon. So the mysteries are very healing. They're meant to be healing for you at this time in this season in your life. We also have the Page of Swords. So we have something about the swords coming through. Air energy. You could be an air sign or have heavy air placements that are being addressed. Look how this person's sword is up upright. And this is someone who's young, who feels a little less bogged down or overwhelmed or burdened. But this person has their sword turned down to them. So this could also be an act of the past coming back to haunt you. Something that you did perhaps with a person, or something that you acted on in the past is coming back in some way. This could be karma for someone. So I want you guys to see how this picture affects you, because intuitively you're going to see which part of the story is yours, and I'll break it down is what I meant to say. We're going to break it down and see what about that is meant for you. So at the bottom of the deck, before I continue on, I want you guys to see, this has 4 seasons. So this is about something that happened seasonally for you. There could be something about this season being very specific for you, meaning like at this time that you see this video, something happened, or maybe you go back to a certain energy every season, or every time every June, you tend to think about this situation, or this person tends to come back at a certain time of the year. That's significant. I'm already feeling like the heaviness, the denseness of it. So let's see what's coming through for you guys. The Page of Swords is also about someone watching you. So I'm not going to ignore that. There could just be the energy of someone just watching and waiting here with the ghosts that we saw. And then we have the High Priestess flipping out. So there's something you intuitively are going to recognize. I feel like you're deepening in your intuitive nudgings as well. So you're seeing this ahead of time. You might be seeing this a season ahead of time, or 3 months ahead of time, meaning something will happen for you in 3 months with a person, and they're giving you a heads up now. So you know how typically when you think of 3 months, you think of like work. There's 3 months, like a 90-day period before you're like taken on as a, or at least taken seriously, in the sense where now you're working full time for this company, this agency. Beforehand, you're training. So there's something about this as being a training. This situation being a training ground for you before you fight or battle something in 3 months. So please take that seriously, is what I'm hearing. And also 9 of Wands is coming through. That's about someone that's been very someone that's been resilient and pushing through a situation. What situation? We have something that was really burdensome. Look at how we have the 9 and the 10 of Wands coming through in order. So you're going through a really dense energy. Your spirit team is trying to say that they know. Yeah. This is the wounded warrior, guys. This is the wounded warrior energy coming back. Someone here is really tired of this game, tired of this fuckery is what I'm hearing. Like there's something about you going through this a lot. We have the 5 of Cups, loss. So you guys have like a lot of like there's something about either you having like a melancholic disposition at this time as you're dealing with all of this, or there's something about you having like this tinge of melancholy to your soul because it's been through so much. We have Judgment. There's so many things you've recognized. There's so many reckonings that you've experienced. This is also about awakening. So you could be going through a dark night of the soul as well, and that's why it's coming through this way. I feel like a dark night of the soul could be what's coming or what you're getting through. I feel like you're already going through another level of that. Because, you know, I feel like a lot of you already know that it happens incrementally for you guys. So you have a dark night of the soul, perhaps when you're getting to know more about the path that awaits you, like the spiritual path, rather than going maybe in another direction that you anticipated. But then as you get further and further into your spiritual path, you have dark night of the souls, or expressions of really intense lessons and challenges that you have to address in order to ascend. So if someone's going through a really intense period right now, can you please explain some more about what we're talking about here, Spirit Team? We have the 5 of Swords, more swords. So a lot of conflict, but you've been very, I'm hearing battle weary, but you've also been really good. Meaning you've fought valiantly for things and you've acquired them. So you have been doing well, but it's at the cost of more so maybe just putting on a lot more on your plate. Something about someone here going through a lot on their plate. And then we have the Page of Coins, learning a lot, being a student. An eternal student, someone whose soul has gone through a lot of lessons and is breaking down a lot of things. You could also have a child, for instance, as well. It could be an earth sign child, or you're just learning a lot from the people around you. So they want me to understand more about you. I feel like you're starting to get I'm seeing like someone putting pieces together. So there's something about like working on a project on your own. I don't feel like this is with a person. This feels more like a solitary thing that you've acquired over time. It's not to say you don't have people around you or friends or anything like that. It's just that this is a project that you have decided to undergo, and there's something about you doing it alone that's very significant. So Three of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, very nurturing energy here despite all of the battles and all of the bloodshed. The Lovers, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Wands is coming. So Spirit, what are you trying to say about this Queen of Wands? Okay, so you're tapping into more of your power, and it's gonna feel a lot better. You're gonna feel a lot more fulfilled, a lot more happy, a lot more connected to other people, and I feel like you're gonna see a lot more partnerships coming in for you if you're not already with the Lovers. But this is like just soulmates. It could be a romantic connection, it could be platonic, but there's something about people and souls, I should say entities, because it could be like your pet could be a soulmate. Someone could come across a creature could come across your path and become your friend, and that is a soulmate for you. There's a lot of soulmate, really strong connections coming in for you. And the Ten of Cups, after seeing all of the like conflict that you've experienced in the past, this is beautiful. This means that you're going to be going to the ultimate fulfillment with the Queen of Wands. You're going to be able to feel more empowered after all of this. So this is coming up. This could be in 3 months, or this could just mean that you're going to be facing a test before you experience this in 3 months. Nine of Swords. So yeah, if you're worrying, please know that this is actually producing something really beautiful in you. And the Knight of Swords is here. It means that you have to act fast on something. What is that? There's something that you have to walk away from, you have to run from, and we have the Six of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. So there's something about you walking away from an agreement. There's something that was okay, what is this agreement, Spirit Team? Six of Pentacles could mean various things for you guys. So just get this. We have the Chariot. This could be a business proposal or offer that you received. Yeah, business proposal or offer or a connection that's coming through. Yeah, Queen of Cups. There's a love offer here. Why would you run away from that? Someone here is really independent. There's something about you like standing at a distance and looking at this opportunity for a really divine partnership. You love them or you care for them deeply. This is for someone, but you're like still like overseeing this situation, and you're kind of seeing how it plays out for someone here. Wow, this came out interesting. The Eight of Swords. You're getting stuck in your head with this person. What would you like to say about this person? This King of Swords is like, you know the truth. What else? We have the Six of Swords and the Death card. You ended something with somebody. So what would you like to say about the person? I'm going to change decks. What would you like to say about this person or this partnership? Oh my gosh, guys. We have a lot of cards. This person is an Emperor. This person is really either stable, they're very strong-willed, they're very determined, they're very powerful. We have the Moon and the Two of Pentacles. They're going through a lot. They're trying to restructure things is what I'm hearing. They might have isolated away from you, or they're deciding to take time away to deal with something you're not aware of. We have the Knight of Wands and the Five of Swords. This person is very similarly energetically to you, because I feel like they're really strong-willed, they're determined, they're very like resolute about what they have to do as far as work, as far as like their desires for their career, their like ambitions. But we have the Devil and we have the Chariot. So it feels like you guys are both like doing this. We have the Chariot on your end and we have the Chariot on their end. They're dealing with some difficulties that came up. They're feeling like they needed to take a breather, perhaps to look at something. And I'm hearing coconut. This person likes coconut. That's very specific for someone here. I don't know if it's rum and coconut or they like coconut in general. They could be from the Caribbean. They don't have to be. But coconut's coming here. Maybe they're very hard on their exterior, but they're very like sweet on the inside. So this person likely has like a desire to get to know you. They want to be successful, but they're running into a rut or running into some dangers, I'm hearing, with regards to something. We have the Ten of Cups here, which came out with you guys. Then we have the Queen of Cups, which came out with you guys. So this person sees you as their wish fulfillment, and they love you, and they really, really want to be with you. But we're seeing like illusions, and then we're seeing the Knight of Cups. They're not sure. They're not sure if you like them as much as they like you, for instance. That's what I'm getting. So who is this person for you guys? This is for a specific group. Just because this came out doesn't mean that everything else is not about you, if it's not love for you. But someone needs to hear that. Is there anything else you'd like to say about this person? This person just doesn't know. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Why is the Seven of Cups here? Okay, so we have the High Priestess, which means that they also know, like you, about something on a deep level. But we have the Moon. Seven of Cups means there's secrets. And I heard tariffs, which is, so it's weird that this is coming out, but like when I think about tariffs, I'm thinking about recently with like, you know, news reports about like politics and about like our taxes or taxes overseas increasing. I feel like this person is seeing risks, or they're seeing that they're paying for something that they did in the past. There's something about them feeling like they're paying for something. And this person, I got the High Priestess, the Fool, and the Queen of Pentacles. They don't feel like they're good enough. There's something about a person of the past as well, a Queen of Pentacles, that's coming up that they may have had a relationship with, they may have been happy with. How do they feel about you? Like, let's just start at that. How does this person feel about you? Wheel of Fortune, they think you're their luck. We have the Wheel of Fortune, just want to show you guys. Then we have the Page of Pentacles. They feel like they have a lot to learn from you, and they feel like they, but I feel like they feel like they're not, why is the Page of Pentacles and the Emperor here? They feel like you're teaching them how to be a better person, how to be a leader in their field. If you're working with them, they feel like you're a really good influence on them. They feel like you're fated, like destined to be in their life. This person feels like they feel stronger with you. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the, oh my gosh, the Four of Wands and the Nine of Swords. This person could be married already, because we saw the Queen of Pentacles. I saw the Queen of Pentacles earlier, and I saw that they were like, yeah, there's something about a marriage for someone here, or a divorce that happened. This person needs time. Do they still have feelings for this Queen of Pentacles? Four of Swords, they don't. They don't. It's been done. Like, the relationship ended. What would you like to say about the Queen of Pentacles for this person? And this, if it's not romantic, this could be just like someone close to them that is kind of like maybe someone that detracts from you. But this could be someone that doesn't like you, like that they're connected to. Please take it how it resonates. This is just a third party. This could be a literal like job that they maybe are leaving because they feel like the job is not catering to their needs, and they're at peace about that. They're over it. They're done. If this is romantic, this could be a partnership that they had in the past that's coming up for them, and they're stuck, as you are, with going forward with a relationship with this person. So they're like going through their own demons and their own secrets, things that they may not have addressed that are coming back, and they're revisiting it, and they don't want to get you put in that situation. If this is platonic, this is a person that really sees the value of a relationship with you at the end of the day. They want to keep that sweetness and that connection with you, but they may have a person in their life that is detracting or negative, or someone that has nurtured them that doesn't like that you're coming into their life, and they feel like they have to like have two friends, and like they have to choose between the two. This could be like a family member that really, really admires you for who you are, and they really want to see like this grow. They want to continue to grow and learn from you, but they also have a person, they also have like someone in their ear. This is a feminine or a sign that they have issues with. I don't know if it's just they don't want you to see their issues. They don't want you to see what they're dealing with. That's what it is at the end of the day. There's just something about three people, and we have the Eight of Wands. I was about to turn it over, but we had the Eight of Wands in reverse. So there's something about not communicating. They're not communicating with this person. I want you to know that. They're not communicating with the person of the past. They ended that with them, so that's not the secret. Unless you weren't aware of that. I feel like they would have told you that. Oh my gosh. So we have the Hanged Man here, someone who's seeing this from a new perspective. Tower in reverse. They're trying to withhold the tower, and they're trying to be slow and steady. They're trying not to share something that's... The Tower in reverse is telling me this person is trying to hold back something that's really like meant to come out. So this person over time has been dealing with a lot of difficulties. Guys, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. They've been for a long time. Three of Swords at the bottom. I feel like this person is very similar to you. Very similar. And I feel like they're trying to hold back from something going down. Maybe they're trying to withhold talking about how much they're dealing with something, or the negativity surrounding something, just to protect you from that. And they don't want you to like have to worry about them. Yeah, look at that. They're evading this. Like they're avoiding talking about something with the Seven of Swords. This card at the top of this deck, I feel like it's meant for you guys to see now. What is that? We have 70. It's, you know, just people are naked. But I feel like this is about dreams. They have dreams. They feel like they're like, I don't know if this person feels like they're bad luck to you. It feels like they feel like a wheel. They feel like their life is just kind of out of control, or they feel like things just kind of burn up in front of them. Like when a good thing comes into their life, they feel like it just falls apart. And there's something here about them dreaming and really desiring to be with you, or just to be around you more. And someone in your life, guys, you need to look into that. I don't know who this is. I know that for someone, their name starts with E. That's specific to a couple of people, because that came out real quick. But this person is just not latching. They're trying to be more distant, to avoid you or the situation turning into the Tower moment. Look at how this is number 19. This is after the card we got about the Warrior. So they're trying to avoid something falling apart and burning up, but they're just like spending more time in their mental space. So let's see what the advice is. What is the advice, Spirit Team, for the people that are resonating with this message so far? What do you guys need to know, like, to prepare? We have number 35. This is beautiful. This like appears to be like a moon goddess when I look at it. I also noticed that with this number, it has like a lot of fertility coming up, because there's two children that are she's breastfeeding. So there's something about abundance, nurturance. There's something about softness, sweetness, and also about standing up for something, like unabashedly too, like not being ashamed. There's something about you guys not needing to be ashamed of this connection, no matter how it started. I feel like you guys, yeah, with this is about like the body medicine. This is like a relationship that's very healing for the two of you, and I feel like you both are bearing each other. You're bearing like all of your burden. I feel like you guys need to do that. Bear like it's okay to bear each other's burdens, to be good friends, to be good lovers, to like really care about each other at the very depths of your heart and your soul, like to just be there for someone else. And I feel like you want to be there for this person, and vice versa. I feel like you guys are mirroring each other, because I feel like when I look at number 45, I think of symmetry. I think of how it's like how the body is, how we're all similar. Like we can look at each other. Like when we go to a doctor, we all have the same things working, and we all have knowledge of how it works. We're all connected, and I feel like you guys are both connected. You're both mirroring. You're both pure-hearted. I feel like there's something about the purity with the I was gonna say it the way it's naturally said, but it's gonna sound like I'm talking about something sexual. You guys know what I'm talking about. I can't think of the other name, the rooster. I'm thinking of like how pure the color is, the vibration of white. And there's something about these children wearing white cloth. I feel like you guys are like meant to nurture each other, and you're meant to be nurtured by the moon. I feel like the moon is very significant to you guys, by the secrets, the things that are hidden between you two are going to bring you closer. I feel like you guys need to open up to that, because that is what's going to really bring about a lot of transformation. I feel like you guys are being put at a crossroads, in a sense of like, are we going to stay together? Are we going to walk together? Are we going to allow this burden or these difficulties to hold us back from each other? I feel like you guys should really allow yourself to see how this is only human nature, but that there is victory with Nike. I remembered this one, number 58. So there could be something about these numbers. 35, you could be 35, you could be 45, you could be 58, you could be 18, you could be 19, or you could be 70. There's something about 22 as well. This is feeling like the giant. So I feel like there's something about you guys taking on an overwhelming task to heal something, and it's going to be together. I feel like you guys really need to address something that you're not telling each other. Both of you have something that you're hiding. Is there anything you can give me with regards to what that is so that I could help them? If it has something to do with your struggles, they're encouraging you to look into how to express what you've experienced. I feel like it's with finances. If you guys have some difficulties financially and you actually are struggling, please tell them or let them know, and vice versa. I feel like you guys would really be a good team at the end of the day to help each other. And you'll know who this, if this is not resonating for you, this isn't meant for you, I feel like this is really specific, and I want you guys to know that. If you know in your heart you're not meant to trust someone and tell them certain things, don't just go off of this reading and say that, because it's your responsibility as a human to decide if this person aligns with you to begin with intuitively, or if they don't. If you feel like this person is actually there to teach you a lesson but they're not meant to stay in your life, this is not the person I'm talking about. This is an emperor. This is not an emperor in reverse. Same with this coming through. This is for an emperor and an empress out there that are really ready to level up. And this is on both ends, both people. I feel like I'm hearing pickle. I don't know if you like pickles. There's something about pickling also, like the process of being put into like really difficult circumstances. When you think of pickles, they're like placed in vinegar. This is like for Jesus when he was on the cross, he had vinegar that they gave him vinegar at the end. It's a very hard thing to taste. You've been through really unsavory situations, both of you, and you guys are both powerful. So this is for a specific group of people. The things that you should talk about are perhaps motherhood, or perhaps your experiences with that, or like the things you want to see in your life, like perhaps getting pregnant or wanting to have a pregnancy. There's something about motherhood and also about entrepreneurial energies, like your dreams, your goals. I feel like you guys are opening up to others, and I feel like that's going to bring success. And I feel like the specific person, I'm hearing Sagittarius, but I'm also thinking the person's name is S. It's either Spencer or it starts with an S or something like that. We have the Chariot, the Nine of Swords, and the Three of Cups. Yeah, you're worried about this friendship. You're worried if this is going to come to or amount to something. It will. The fears need to be addressed, because I feel like that's what's really holding you guys back from each other. And if you're mirroring each other, something has to give. So it could be just for you. If you saw this video and you came across this video, you're meant to be the one to open up to conversations about this, to asking the hard questions, to inquiring about how you can, or think about how you can express who you are as a person in new measure. This person is meant to be on your path, the Lovers. So that's what I have for you guys. I feel like they want you to stand your ground. They want you to see a good relationship and a good companion when you see it. A person that's meant to be with you on your path. I feel like this is going to really reamp or revamp something that feels depleted. I don't know if you guys are just really run down and tired, but they want you to encourage each other. And there's something about unity here. There's something about bridging a gap. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that helps you, whoever this is meant for. May this reading find you and encourage you and inspire you if it is meant for you. Please like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed this energy exchange. And as always, I enjoy being here with you guys. Take care, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.